here is a list of 25 cozy games estimated to release in 2025 and on different platforms/consoles. There are different styles of games, so there's something for everyone. Watch until the end so you can see all the types. 1. Tales of Seikyu. You play as a character descendant of the Fox clan who inherits a farmhouse in the land of Seikyu. You move in with your sister. You have shape-shifting powers that help you farm and do other tasks and explore the island, where you also meet your neighbors and befriend them and even have potential romantic interests. Tales of Seikyu is available on all consoles, including PC. 2. Floatopia, also available on all consoles, but this time it is a free-to-play game where you play in a world where everyone has superpowers except you. No, this is not Black Clover, the anime or the manga, because in this world, actually they are deemed useless superpowers. It is a life simulation type style of game, similar to Animal Crossing since it has a real life day and light cycle, but different since you're actually on a floating island in the sky. You can craft, you can swim, you can farm, you can fish, and much more in store as the game develops. 3. Wanderlost. Wanderlost is coming out on early access in 2025 on Steam, and it's a cozy survival game where you're in a world full of zombies and you have to craft, you have to survive, you have to mend things and try to stay away from any enemies that are trying to kill you in the woods and gather resources as you go along your journey. Every game has its own maps, so you cannot compare it to somebody else's. 4. Paralives, which is a life simulation game where you can create your characters with very much details and also create your dream home and help them choose their life as you go along the game. It's very similar to Sims if you ever played that game, but still different as in it has its own language, its own music, and its own art style. 5. Collector's Cove. This is a cozy farming, exploring adventure game where you don't farm on land, you farm on sea. You're on a ship and that's navigated by an animal companion that you can fully customize. So you're a professional collector, and as you collect things through your journey, you rank up and become a name collector. You farm, you look for treasure and uncover secrets as you go along the ocean. 6. Cuffbust. In a nutshell, to me, this game is Prison Break meets Teletubbies. Basically, the point of the game, no matter which play style you choose, is breaking out the prisons any way or any means possible. There is multiplayer, so you can play as a team. This game will be on Steam, and there will be lobbies up to 20+ players where you can either team up together to escape and be the first ones out, or hinder other people trying to escape, whether you go stealthy or more on the attack. This game seems like there's 100 ways to escape and 1,000 ways to laugh about it. 7 is Starsand Island, where you play as a protagonist who's leaving the busy city for a more laid-back rural life, where you're going to a tropical island and you get to choose where your homestead is now, whether you choose the mountains, the seaside, you meet new friends, your neighbors, the townsfolk, or you become romantically involved with them. It's your story to tell as you decorate, as you farm, as you fish, and as you explore Starsand Island at your own pace. The art style and the atmosphere of the game is inspired by Studio Ghibli's movies. 8. Winter Burrow, which is a cozy woodland survival game where you play as a mouse returning to their childhood burrow in the winter and meeting it in ruins and their aunt missing. The goal of the story is to reinvigorate this burrow and meet people along the way as you avoid insect wildlife that can harm you and discover the mystery behind what happened to the burrow and where is your aunt. Even though it's a survival game, it is still cozy, so you can go at your own pace. You can craft, you can knit sweaters, you can even bake pies as you make friends in the burrow as well. 9. Koira, a game set in a musical forest where there's puzzles to solve and you find a lost puppy and trying to get back home, whereas there's hunters hunting for this puppy. So you have to go befriend the creatures of the forest as you go avoiding them through the puzzles of the musical forest. This wholesome saving the puppy cozy game will be on Steam. 10. While waiting. It's all in the title. It's a game you play as a person who's waiting. This game shows the art of patience and blends humor with profound life insights. There's numerous life situations where you discover different waiting scenarios spanning from birth to the death of the main character that we follow along. Waiting is the key to clearing each situation. There's no shortcuts or action that can expedite the waiting time. 11. Building relationships. The dating simulation game where you play as a building, dating other buildings. You experience life as a house in a city adventure where you can roll, jump, wave dash across a cozy island and meet other eligible structures, romance them, or be their friend while experiencing a bizarre yet utterly familiar story. You can even go fishing instead. 12. Hello again. This is a cozy time loop puzzle adventure game where you play on an island filled with ancient ruins. Basically, in this game, you explore strange structures, solve clockwork puzzles, and befriend all the cute characters of the island while uncovering the island's secrets and trying to break the time loop that you found yourself in. 13. Tiny Bookshop, which is a cozy management style type of game where you manage a bookstore and you have to go sell, choose a quantity, buy the resources to go back and sell them, and discover new locations to sell to the inhabitants in the seaside town you recently moved to. I actually played a demo of this game and it's on my channel on YouTube, so do check it out. 14. Discounty, which is a cozy supermarket management game where you own your supermarket and you have to explore the tight-knit community of Bloomcast while building friendships or making enemies as you uncover the town's secrets. You have to design and organize your shop, manage stock levels, work the checkout, and try to make some deals. And it all depends on you whether you pursue endless profits or find a way to benefit everyone in the town. The game coming in at number 15 is Sadie, which is a cozy life simulation community game where you are aboard a magic flying ship with a crew of children. You have to navigate daily life. You craft, cook, farm, build, and explore the skies as you become family with your crew on Sadie, which is the name of the ship. And every game you play, the crew is different, so there's replayability, and each crewmate has their own life with emotion, taste, and interest, and even different memories. 16. Freeride, where the game is aboard a fate train, which is a type of train that goes to the spirit world, and you as the character discover wondrous landscape and strange characters as you make the journey to your world to this spirit-filled world. Freeride makes your choices count, so every decision has consequences and changes the outcome of the game. Littlelands is number 17, which is a cozy exploring game where you play at your own pace to explore the mysterious nooks and crannies of the region with its quirky inhabitants. You can go on adventures and explore in more dangerous parts of the land, or do your usual life farm simulation style of activities in more safer, slow-paced regions and little lands. You choose the adventure you want to go on. Number 18 is Tukoni Forest Keepers, which is a cozy, wholesome puzzle adventure game where you play as Tukoni, who is a forest spirit, inspired and based on the series of award-winning books by the Ukrainian artist Oksana Bula. Meet unique characters, solve captivating puzzles, and brew fragrant teas while you explore the magical world filled with kindness. 19. Magic Inn, which is a cozy magical tavern simulator. You are basically the overseer of everything, from menus to rooms to guests and staff, in this fully customizable inn that is magical. So it's up to you what you want to specialize in. As you're an innkeeper, you can also make friends with your guests, help them or give them gifts to help interact and personalize their own service. 20 is Atelier Yumia, the Alchemist of memories in the Envisioned land. You collect, combat, and create while journeying with your companions in this new world. You can also customize your own buildings as combat, so it might be debatable if it's a cozy game or not. But again, I told you I'm offering different styles of games. This game is available on PC, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5, and Xbox. 21, Tales of the Shire, are the Lord of the Rings game. In this cozy Life of a Hobbit simulation game, you follow Life of the Shire and create your own character that's gonna live in a serene landscape that's inspired by the famous Hobbit stories that is from the Lord of the Rings franchise. You can go decorate your hobbit hole, tend your garden, fish at the clear ponds, forage for wild fruits and herbs, and trade with town folks. From my research, it is a single player game, but it would be awesome if this was multiplayer because it seems like the type of game you want to play with your friends who also are fans of the Lord of the Rings world and hobbits. 22 is BOKURA Planet, which is a 2-player puzzle cozy adventure game where you play as 2 astronauts who got shipwrecked or space shipwreck on a new extraterrestrial planet, and they have to discover a way to go back home. And this game, you must be 2 people playing on 2 different devices, and you must communicate and work together to solve the puzzles. You must not only work together, you must try your best to avoid confrontation, because when you fail in teamwork, one or the other might also die as you figure out how to solve the puzzle. 23 is Road and Rumble, which is a doorbell competition type of party game that you can play with friends or be in a lobby online where you can go up against each other in mini games or different rounds of mini games. You can play up to 8 people and game show inspired quick rounds. This is those type of games that you can play and not think too hard about life with your friends as we see who's the best of the squirrels. 24 is Spray Paint Simulator. It's in the title. It's a wholesome spray paint simulator type of game. Meet the locals, you restore, repair, mask, and spray paint everything, whether it's a kitchen, a landmark, or even new equipment. And you can run your spray painting business as a real business, as you have to look out for the consumables. After you complete jobs for customers, you can dive into free spray mode if you want to relax in your own artistic masterpiece. Number 25 is Cairn, which is a climbing simulation game where you play as Ava, a pro climber who embarks on the ascent of Mount Kami, a summit that has never been reached. You have to solve problems while on the wall to navigate difficult sections. You can climb on anything, but you have to choose your path very wisely. Each wall can feel like a boss fight, but there is a possibility to adjust the difficulty to customize your experience for a more laid-back time. Bonus round where I give you a few more just in case you didn't have enough. Windswept, which is a cozy game inspired by 90s platforming games, where you follow marbles and checkers who've been swept away by a storm and they need your help finding their way home. Also Sugar Do Island, which is a farming shop simulation game where you grow your crops and also manage your shop, take care of the inventory, fix it all up in the interior, and take care of animals as well. There are so many upcoming cozy games, but not all of them have a release date or even mention a year. So I focused on these 25 and more that had the estimated year of 2025 for release. Please let me know in the comments if I missed your favorite cozy game that's going to release in 2025. Let me know, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and most importantly, take care. And until next video, watch one of the videos YouTube recommend. And maybe I'm Tolima, maybe I'm not, but you can call me Rice because that's my nickname. And yes, I almost forgot to introduce myself, but it's okay. You can meet me in the other videos that talk about cozy game recommendations, or look at my description where I'll list the other previous year's games list that I've made. Do check those out, and until next video, bye.